You guys ready for the Xbox One versus the PS4?
The Xbox is no doubt fat, big, heavy, boxy. The Sony PlayStation 4 is actually Razer style, and it's thin and light. But what differences do they do? What can they bring you? And what do they offer? Is the Xbox just an entertainment system? Everyone says the PlayStation 4 is for gamers. Who says the Xbox isn't for gamers just because you get extra features? Now that's silly if you ask me. The systems. The colors are pretty identical. And the materials used are pretty similar. These controllers are A-grade material. I had fun using both systems and both controllers. And you can't really go wrong because the end user is gonna have an awesome controller regardless. So what are you? A PS4 fan or an Xbox fan? What if you want to try a PS4? Or what if you want to try Xbox? And here I'm going to demonstrate the sound of buttons being pressed. And now let's put these next generation consoles in battle. Turning on systems, because walking up to your system and pushing the button on the controller isn't enough.
PlayStation. PlayStation on. Let's move on. Xbox on. Something's happening. TV's on. It's running.
Voice actions. Now both of these systems can be controlled by voice.
So now let's do the commands. PlayStation. 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 Oh, now it heard me. PlayStation. Take screenshot. Took a screenshot right now. Login. User 2. Now let's go. Start. PlayStation. Start. Now let's try an application right now. PlayStation. 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 Doesn't want to do any commands while the game's playing, so I'm going to press this button and go home. Now what I'm going to do is change the input and go into Xbox. Xbox, select. Battlefield 4. So we're getting the same boot up screen that we got on the last for PS4, and I'm gonna let it run its thing, and now I'm gonna give it a command. Xbox, go home. And it goes home. Snap. Xbox, unsnap. Xbox, go home.
Motion during gameplay. Both of these systems allow you to use your body or your control flicking.
There's a motion sensor, and then leaning enabled, full. You see, I can tilt the remote to look on its side. So you got that type of look here. It's not going to rotate on you, so that's a good sign, unless I'm stopped. Or I might have to only be. Oh, there you go. Now let's try it on the Xbox. The controller doesn't do anything though, right? At least, I don't know, but check out my body. I'm leaning with my body so my controller doesn't have to move around. I just lean my whole entire body, and that's a really good part to do when you're playing, because it's like realistic. When you're playing games, you're literally like, I want to see around the corner.
Wrecker! Hostiles in the windows across!
Testing commands. Now let's actually put some more tests to it.
Since I have to use the PlayStation with a headset, PlayStation. 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 Once again, it does not want to detect a word I can't do with the commands. Plus, there's only like 5 commands you can really do with the PlayStation. So I can't show you there, but I can show you with the Xbox. Xbox. Select my games and apps. Settings. And here, I have to physically move the control because I don't have an option to actually go into this, but I can use my hand. As you see how quickly it just detected my hand, and I can go into the Kinect. And it's like a big button I pressed in there. And there's a whole view of me on the camera and what it looks like. I put my hand away, and there I am. What's up, bruh?
Multitasking between video and games. Now which one does it best?
Go into Netflix. The following application will be suspended. Do you want to continue? Now it's telling me that I have to suspend my game that I have waiting for me to jump back to in order to launch Netflix. Now let's try that on Xbox. Go home. Battlefield 4. So it's still waiting there. Xbox, go home. And now I'm going to go to my pins and select Netflix. And it's allowing me to run Netflix right here, as you can tell. And that's my Netflix. Let's go home. And let's launch Battlefield. And right back to it. So on Xbox you can. Why not PS4?
Internet browsers. Just a brief run through to see what you can do on it.
Internet browser. Hey, at least we can launch that one. That's internet browser right there. Obviously I'm not going to be able to do the hand gestures. Zoom in is toggle in. And that's the most I can zoom in. So that's their version. So here we have Bing, and I'm using the remote control, and I can zoom in very deeply and zoom out. And I don't have to use a remote. I could also use my hands here and do zooming this way. I love that zooming capability, and scroll around with it. And now I'm going to actually play a video here, and it's going to play within its internal browser.
Messaging system. If messaging is important to you, this one's a biggie.
You can go to create messages and choose your peeps right here, and I'll go into the actual conversation. So this is the whole conversation that we've had. I showed it in the review that I did, and the fact that you could actually do picture messages or record your voice, which is going to allow you to send it. So they have the upper hand on the messaging system. Now here's our messaging system, laid out in tiles, and when we see clicking into it, it'll launch, and you can reply, but the only replies we can do is just texting. You can't see any of your previous messages, so hopefully they do an update to that where it looks a lot better, like the PS4.
Available apps and games for your Xbox One and PS4. Let's take a look.
And as you see, there's 39 total games right now. Some of them aren't like anything that's crazy for a PS4, I think there's around 4 or 5 games that are free. You see all the apps that are available right now that you can download, and that's it. Now let's go check out how much Xbox has. And this is how you see it on our system. So it is a little bit different. I click into it, and then you get this bigger, and you can see how much it is, and you can pin to home, and you can rate it and check out the the videos and snapshots and more stuff there. As we see, we got 3 in each row. There's 9 to here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we got 24 apps versus what PS4 had.
Blu-ray movies and controls. Now let's put it up to the test and see how it runs.
Now what I'm going to do here is put a Blu-ray disc in each system which I'm gonna actually eject these discs at the same time. And let's go for it in 3, 2, 1, eject. Well, I did press it, and that's how long it took. So, put eagle eye on the right, 300 on the left, and that took it quicker. It's gonna be hard here to tell which one's gonna play which one. And there's the PS4, as you see, it's reading disc. Let's see if it'll auto play. It's doing some noise there. Didn't auto stay, or auto play, should I say. And let's go to Xbox. And the movie is playing. Xbox, go home. PS3, PS4, and press start. Sweet deal. Finally.
Kinect camera workout. This is just a sample of what possibilities you can do.
Xbox Fitness. Okay. Now I'm in the frame. You lost it. Okay, now it sees me.
Level 1 is
See
the
where it's
momentum
actually
in that
working out on my
spot
legs.
to then push
and
your
you can see it
flexibility as you
scoring
reach
it.
for the ground. It's going to help us burn more calories and get more definition as we
So if
move
you
to
think
the
this
total
is
body
silly,
part of the workout.
You're silly. I'm working out. It's keeping me fit because Americans, they say we're the fattest
I
country.
want you to really
But if I
feel the
suck and
energy
do
in
it
your
wrong,
fists.
look what
Almost
it
like
it's
you
scoring
might
me wrong.
start punching
Unless I start
something.
doing it
I want
right,
that energy
then
there
it starts
so that
doing it
as
pretty
you
good.
hold your arms
Woo.
up as a lever of resistance against your body,
Xbox,
all
go
the
home.
muscles in your arm are activated.
Obviously, the PlayStation Eye can do the movements like the move.
The Xbox One's HDMI input, something that the PS4 can't do.
And I'm going to show you what the Xbox can do that this can't. I can plug in this PS4 into my Xbox, and I'm going to show you here. Stop listening. Plug it into its HDMI. And now I'm going to go into TV. This will launch the HDMI input, and I'll show you that I'm actually in my Xbox because I'm going to go home. And my Xbox is still playing things, so I can do it all with cell phones, all cable boxes, and the best part is that you can voice command it to go to certain channels. You can tell it to do so many things here.
Snapping the PS4 system for a dual display only on Xbox One.
Xbox snap. TV. Playing over here. I want to go in it. Oh. And now let's press this.
It's tragic to say the least.
Skip that. That's what's going on.
This is main
And there you go.
You hear that?
Now let's see if it's playing. It's inverted. Pause it here.
It's already daylight. We gotta
It's crazy. Xbox, turn off.
You good, Ricker?
Yes. One more. Do I need to say? Oh man. Check out my videos and see if I don't convince you coming to Android because I'm only reviewing the best stuff. So I will see you guys later. Kinect has sensed my body in here. Control sitting here, but I'm leaning out. Oh, peek and a peek. How cool is that?
Two more to left.
I may look silly, but it works. So, I'm getting a workout. I'm gonna get some abs of steel. You can wash clothes on me.